backend synchronization issues. So after finishing the relocation to rural area, we will work more with the APNIC about technical issues. Okay, next, we had August, we had a 4th edition of Asia Pacific Internet Governance Academy. We invited young students from all over Asia and also with local students. And we provided basic training about internet governance and IP resources and also domain names. So it was hosted by, co-hosted by KISA and ICANN. It was so successful, and I hope we will have it next year again. And also we have, as Eun mentioned, we visited VNIC last month, and we had a MOU and have a signing ceremony. Also, we attended their NOC meeting, and there the KISA president delivered the keynote speech about fourth industrial revolution, and also some presentation about cyber resilience strategy for DAC-KL DNS. Okay, this is for my presentation. Do you have any questions about comments? Okay, then next okay, hold on. Yes.
Hi, I'm Andrew from APNIC. The last part you just mentioned about the APIGA from with the co-host with the ICANN. It's quite interesting. So, from which countries actually accepting for this academy?
Which countries?
Yeah, is this like all Asia?
Yes, I don't have numbers, but I can.
Yeah, I mean,
the number.
Is there any targeted country for this particular event? Or any country can just simply, do you like provide the fellowship and everything else, because those are
yes,
students,
we have
right?
some procedure, due process for that, and Joyce will tell you. Thank you.
Hi, this is Joyce from ICANN for the record. Sorry, I'm a bit too short for the mic. Thank you. So yes, we host Asia Pacific Internet Governance Academy, which is a PIGA with KISA. And every year, half of the participants come from Korea, and the other half of participants come from basically all applicants from the APAC region. So from both Asia and Pacific, we take any applicants from there. So I hope that answers your question.
Is there any specific requirement for them to join?
So between the ages of 18 to 35, they can be students, postgrads. We do also have some professionals that join us. So as long as you have some interest in ICANN, internet ecosystem, or internet governance, you can apply.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ICANN and Andre. So do we have another question? So can I move to the next presentation? Hiroshi-san, please.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hiroki Kawabata from APNIC. I'm going to talk to you about APNIC update. I'm glad to have this opportunity to share with you about our activities and statistics. This is the brief outline of our presentation. I'll talk about for our activities. Next is statistics. Okay, first part is our activities. Today, I'll talk about 4 topics. One topic is IPv6. We held some IPv6 events after last February. Technical hands-on seminar were held at 2 cities and Tokyo. Especially, seminar in Tokyo was programmed for CATV operator. CATV equipment vendor provided us the CMTS. Using this equipment, the participants took the hands-on training. In addition to this, hands-on seminar, we held the IPv6 seminar. Different from technical hands-on seminar, this seminar is the lecture course. There are 2 courses. One is for beginner, and another is a non-engineer, like as customer support team. The participants study how to explain IPv6 to their customer, in addition to the basic information about IPv6. This slide shows about promoting IPv6 deployment in Japan. Same as until now, initiative for IPv6 based internet is the center body of this activity in Japan. And each related organization do promotion to their member and customers. APNIC providing information by a web page as a public relations. Example of our activities, APNIC held IPv6 seminars, collaborated with regional ISPs and/or community before 5 years ago. IEA Japan, Internet Association Japan held IPv6 summit to support IPv6 deployment in rural area. Next topic is RPKI. 4 years ago, we started RPKI experimental service. Now we issue 96 resource certificate and 393 IPv4 ROAs. The covering ratio for IPv6 prefix is 90.1%, and for IPv6 is 56.8%. Because the number of certificates and ROAs is increasing, we are talking about the transition to upgrade this service level. We had opportunity to share our experience for deployment RPKI service. During this time, we made presentations at the TWNIC's conference and VNIC's RPKI workshop. In addition to them, we shared the knowledge with community members at the last live meeting. Next topic is APNIC. Next topic is APNIC Open Policy meeting. Now, APNIC Open Policy meeting is moderated by Japan Open Policy Forum's steering team, which is independent organization from APNIC. This meeting was held at June. In this time, we are talking about the implementation of Prop 125 in APNIC. As the result of discussion, they declared the working group was made, and they are going to moderate further discussion. The report from this working group will be provided until next March. In addition to this, there are some informational sessions. We can see the meeting agenda in this slide. So the last topic in this part is collaborate with other communities. There are many regional nodes and the regional community in Japan. During this time, we participate their nodes and regional community meetings and in some meetings we made presentations about our service and update on distributing number resources like us reducing the maximum allocation size from /22 to /23. In the end of this July, JANG 44 meeting was held in Kobe. JANG is a National Network Competence Group. In this time, APNIC made the presentation about PDP and current policy proposals. We supported the presentation by translating their material and following up their presentation in Japanese. Okay, I'd like to move on to the next part. We introduce statistics. This slide shows the statistics of IP member and resource holder. IP member manage non-legacy resource, and they are same as the LIR in APNIC. Resource holder manage legacy space, manage legacy resource. Bar graph in the left side of this slide is the number of IP members. We have 449 members at the end of at the end of this August. 159 members have taken IPv4 only. 284 members have taken IPv4 and IPv6. 6 members have taken IPv6 only. Pie graph shows the total number of IP member and resource holder. About 30% is IP member, and the rest is a legacy resource holder. The map in the right side of this slide is the number of IP member by region. About half of total IP member is a company located near Tokyo, Tokyo region. We recognize the location is Tokyo and location